One of the painful losses for me is the loss of being a psychotherapist. I remember a very clear sort of thing of, you need to quit. And I was dumbfounded.
We told our children, we told family, we told friends.
What was that like, sharing that kind of news with everyone around you?
It was sad. It was hard. We weren't afraid to tell anyone, but people cried.
Aside from normal and reasonable occasional sadness, I think that he is dealing with it relatively well in a lot of ways. The decline of Alzheimer's is easier on the person who has it. At least that's been my experience with it. I worry more about my mom.
He forgets that we're married. He forgets that we're a couple. He keeps a little note at the back of the bed that says Dick and Carol, which is awfully sweet. And he's always asking me, why don't I want to marry him? He's real affectionate and loving, but he does forget not who I am, but our relationship.
What we talk about and how we can talk about it and the flow of conversation has definitely changed and minimized. Now we enjoy walking silently with each other more than we used to. It's not as filled with conversation.
Alzheimer's disease is a journey with many changes. The Alzheimer's Association Minnesota North Dakota chapter is committed to providing support from the diagnosis onward.
Carol, could you come here a second?
As the disease progresses, the person with the disease and their caregiver become more reliant on each other and on the Alzheimer's Association support.
My mom, thankfully, is very proactive and very willing to do research, and she has been really thoughtful about thinking ahead about what we will all need and what my dad will need. But it's hard to ask, and it's hard to admit that you need those supports before the collapsing point. Resources that help caregivers so that they can run this marathon. This isn't a sprint, this is a marathon.
I think anytime you might know something for the future, but you can't believe it's there until it is.
The Alzheimer's Association Minnesota North Dakota chapter has been an innovative leader in developing services for those facing early-stage dementia. Once again, we are committed to leading the way nationwide. The Transitions Project will create and pilot programs that allow those with the disease and their care partners to stay engaged into the middle stage of the disease. This project will help those with dementia and their care partners continue to live well with the disease, finding new strength and support as it transitions from one stage to the next.
As we change with Alzheimer's, you don't need the same things that you needed before. And I think it's really important to everybody not to be left high and dry just because the first stage is over, but to be supported all the way through.
We'll collaborate with community partners to offer more engagement opportunities than we could alone. We'll create new programs that offer social engagement, respite for care partners, and activities that renew the mind, body, and spirit. The Alzheimer's Association has made a commitment to the many families in our 2 states living with dementia. A commitment to be there for them throughout their journey with the disease.
I hope for both of my parents to live as much of their life feeling joy as possible. That for my dad, this is a pleasant journey, and that for my mom, it's not overwhelming, and that the social connection she's found through the Alzheimer's Association can remain strong so that she is happy along this difficult road as well. It's a community that we have found in the Alzheimer's Association.
I'm very social, and it continues to boost me about the good people around us.